it was a voodoo potter.
No,
The Witcher is a witch. When they
not
do
a
the
witch.
movies, when they do the movies, is the
Je ne sais si people
it's
are the
a
movie idea. You know the guy. You could have never the guy. Sure. It's not a witch pot. It is a
okay,
pot that the ancient people used to use.
uh, granted, but in the movie, that's the wrong part.
You know, the movies mess up the people's life. They shoot people and they get out, they drop off, pretend that they're dead
No,
and get
see,
up
oh my
again.
God, no.
And then other people think say, well, then when
When you
they
shoot
shoot
somebody,
people, them are
they
gonna get
get
up.
up. No, not no such thing. That is ridiculous.
It is not ridiculous.
Is that the most ridiculous stuff you've
It's
ever
not
heard?
ridiculous. When you
Yes,
put things before people and they do not understand it, they will do stuff.
they do understand. That is the most
Some do,
ridiculous
some don't.
thing that I heard. Well, if you're of a certain age, you know that if you shoot somebody, kill someone, you're going to get hurt. No matter how much movies you've watched, how much games you've played, you're not such a lunatic to where you think that if somebody gets shot, if you
Some
shoot
people are
somebody,
lunatic
they're
and
just
think it.
gonna jump right back up.
Some
That
people
is
are lunatic.
ridiculous. No,
Yes, some
no,
are.
nope.
Yes, some
Gotta keep
are.
this on camera.
You know, keep me facing about that. Sure.
But I like it here, tie.
You like it?
To some degree.
You better make it be 100.
100 degrees.
100 degrees right.
Right. Yeah, I said to
I love my head ties. I love to tie my hair, and I don't know why people don't like it. But I love to tie my hair.
I don't like tying my hair.
Hmm? Most of my days of time, I tie my hair, even when I was like 19, 20. I wrap my hair. I used to wrap my hair and turn the material and pin it in style.
Wow.
Yep.
Was you bald headed then?
No, I wasn't.
I'm kidding.
I had hair. And even whether I bald my head or not, I can just get up and feel like tying my hair and I just tie my hair. I
Right.
think head tie looks good on me. So I wear it.
If I had bald headed, I would have tied my hair all the time. But
Well, the head ain't got to be bald,
I guess not.
right?
When I first started dreading my hair, um, my hair, it was tall, but once it started dreaded,
Mm.
it crumbled up,
Right.
and so it's
That's the
short,
part I am
and
afraid of. I don't like short hair.
and so it's like those are what they call the ugly stages because your ear is short. Well, those are the ugly stages. At some point, I didn't like my hair being short at all because
I don't like my hair being short. I
when I
don't.
look back at my pictures, however, I wonder why I disliked it so much, what I was so afraid of, because I
I
do
feel
look
about nothing, nothing.
I do look good with
Dreads look good, and I like
short
dreads.
hair.
I am just, I just cannot come to the acknowledgement that I can't comb my hair.
Right,
I need to comb my hair. I need to feel the comb going through my hair.
right.
That's me. I wash my hair with warm water because I like to feel the heat on my scalp. Some people don't. Some people do like me. Do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's good.
That's good.
Welcome to Late Night Conversation. I'm here with the lovely BT. Um,
Hello. How you doing? I'm here.
that's it. That's all you gotta say.
Yeah. Hi. How you doing? I'm here. How is the here treating you so far? I hope you are having a blessed and wonderful time. Enjoy 2021.
Yes. Well, welcome. And
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm not the person to say this, but Happy New Year. So it was when I was putting in, typing in the stuff for
Mm-hmm.
tonight, but I was gonna put NY, and then I was like, wow, not New York. Is it gonna think it's New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just spelled out Happy New Year.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Right,
Okay.
because it had the same,
Initials.
yes. So I was like, oh, okay, no.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would just spell it out so we don't get confused
Right.
later.
Right.
Yes. So, Happy New Year's.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
We have
First for
made
the
it.
year.
We have made it on the other side.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, thank you for watching my stream. We have made it on the other side, and I'm so grateful that you're here with us, watching us. And Miss BT is here as well.
Yeah.
We
Again.
made it, and
Yeah,
I
we
am super excited
made
about
it.
that. Yes,
And we are glad that we are here and not on the other side.
right. Because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people didn't make it,
A lot of
and
persons didn't make it.
right,
Today is a blessing. Every day we wake up, it's a blessing.
right, right.
And just opening your eyes and know that you're alive, it's a blessing.
Hmm.
To get up, it's added blessing. To move
Right.
your hands,
Wow,
to look, to read, to walk, it's added blessing. We have got a lot to give thanks for.
that's true.
A whole lot to give
That's true.
God
What if you
thanks
wake up
for.
and you couldn't walk, huh? Oh my gosh.
You imagine,
You
you
could
get up,
lose your mind.
I wake up, and I realize I can't get off my bed. I'm still, I can't get off my bed, but my eyes still move.
You lose your mind.
I wouldn't lose my mind.
I
I
would.
would not lose my mind, but I would say, what in the name of Jesus is going on right here?
I would lose my mind.
Yeah, yeah. And that gives you, that teaches you to appreciate
True.
every limb in your body.
Because as fragile as those things are, and they are very fragile,
They are important.
you will you'll be surprised to see how people take advantage of their body, right?
Mm-hmm.
The stuff
Mm-hmm.
they do,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
So when it's working, we should give God thanks,
Give
right?
God thanks every time.
True,
Every
true.
time. We have so much to give Him thanks for.
Yes,
Well, I don't know about you. I know I have a lot to give thanks for. A whole lot
right.
to give thanks for. Whole lot.
Um, thank you, thank you. One of our viewers said good gameplay from Fortnite. I tried to stream. I haven't been able to stream recently because I'm wireless and um, my TV and the internet box is quite a distance apart. So whenever time I try to stream, it freezes up, and then my gameplay is not so well because I freeze, and all kind of stuff happens. So I usually have to just turn off my stream when I'm streaming if I want to play.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I usually have to just turn it off and play if I want to play instead of streaming and playing. So that's why I haven't been doing much stream lately, but hopefully it'll get better. Especially with the coronavirus and everybody's on the internet now, it has make it worse. Because before I used to stream on it, it used to be bad, but not so bad.
Mhm.
But
The
now when I
internet is jam packed.
right now when I try to stream, it's like way too much. So yeah, yeah. So, but hopefully I'll get back to it. I am stacking up them kills.
All right.
I am stacking up them kills, so I'm getting. I think I'm getting
Oh,
it.
well, I don't have a clue what she's talking about.
Right. She don't play a game.
I don't game.
No. When she don't see me, when she come in and she don't see me playing games, she be like,
Something's wrong.
something's wrong.
Something is wrong. Something's wrong.
Right.
She's not playing tonight. Oh my God, something's wrong. Radically wrong. Seriously wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something's wrong. Because I mean, she could jump and skip.
Oh my, do not drama. When I first I did.
Oh
No,
my God.
not anymore. When I first started, I did. I was, oh my God, I was everywhere.
Oh, sweet
I remember
Jesus.
one time I was playing the game, right? And as I stood up, because I was so much into it, I stood up and, and I was jumping back and fast.
See, what did I say?
But that's when I
I said
first
exactly
started.
so.
But that's when I first started playing. That was back in, I will give you about August. No,
Mhm.
August, September, yeah.
Mhm. Well, that was September.
hmm I
Mhm.
mean, I started playing in July, but I stopped bad. Yeah, after I graduated from college, I started playing because there was nothing else to do.
Mm. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Well, what is bad?
What?
Share
Cheer what?
to some degree.
I said,
Share.
oh Lord.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
what I had to say.
Yeah, but that's when I started. I have not been playing for a year yet. Isn't that crazy? And I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I am not great. I I build. I can build, but I don't build
I don't have a
great.
clue what you're talking about.
I don't build great. Right.
Oh
So
Lord.
I try.
And that's the most you could do is try.
Right.
Yes, thing to do.
Right. 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 Now, before I started going to school, I was a avid gym
Hmm?
gymmer. I go to gym all the time. I gain muscles in places I shouldn't.
Hmm. So right. So
And then I
right.
took off for 3 years. I actually went to the gym because my accountant was like, I'm going to this university, I'll just use your gym. And I'm telling you, that was, I should not have done that.
Why?
Because I didn't never get to go to the gym, right? After class, I just was like, I'll just go home. After I just go home, and and I never went to the gym there. I think I went twice. That's it,
Hmm?
twice. Right. That was not enough. So, but now
That's
I'm
wrong.
working out again,
Mm-hmm.
and I told you earlier I bought some protein shake.
Mm-hmm.
So I can start working out. I'm gonna start working out, and I'm gonna start streaming a new hobby. I'm still trying to pick it up, if that makes sense, right?
Yes, it does.
Right.
It
Told you.
does.
Okay, so still trying to pick it up. This new hobby, s- skating, and I've ordered my skating shoes.
That's good. I am trying that, child. I will not try to skate. Please, I love to do multiple things, but that ain't one of them. I am not going to try and skate. Not me.
But why not try to skate? It's simple,
I
I guess.
will
Just
not
on the
try
rim.
to skate. I am scared of falling.
Right.
And you wouldn't like to see me fall. No, you wouldn't.
No, I got the regular four wheels. I didn't get the inline skating. When I first came to the United States, um, I was much younger then. My dad, the children in the yard, they had um, they had a skating, an inline skates, and I
I don't
decided.
know how somebody skates in that. I admire the ladies and the men who skate on ice.
Oh
Beautifully done.
yes, yes, yes,
They are
yes.
great. I loved it. I'll sit there for hours and never take my eyes from off the television.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I tell you
But
what.
honey,
Mm.
I am thankful they could do it because I'm getting there. Not me. Mm-mm.
Wow.
I am not getting there. No way.
Right, right. Well, so that's what I'm doing. I know
Mhm.
I don't think there's much difference.
Well, hiking is a whole lot different than skating.
I mean, it's still, you gotta try. I mean, it's like going, it's like,
You go and try to skate. I will go into the mountains to hike.
right,
You try to skate.
right,
I am not skating.
right.
I will be hiking. So
Yeah, I hope you hiking.
I'll be on the
Right.
mountain looking down on you and skating.
What I was, you
Not
mean,
me.
I'm not ice skating. Okay, so what I was explaining earlier that when I came here, I was trying to ice skate. Not ice skate, inline skating, and then I fell a couple of times, actually more than a couple of times, but I was determined. I was determined to get it. I didn't get it, but okay. So now I'm trying with four wheels. Okay,
Well,
I'm gonna
go
try with
ahead.
four wheels.
Now, this is something I had in the back of my mind. I cannot ride a bicycle.
Why?
And for me to ride a bicycle, they are going to be having trainer's wheels. I am not getting on anything with two wheels. Not
It
me.
has four.
Bicycle?
No, I'm talking about the skates again. Okay,
Oh,
skate. We're
yeah.
gonna skip the bicycle.
Mm.
Okay, fine.
Not getting on anything that has only two wheels.
Right.
Trust me.
I know. Well, I could ride a bicycle, but a while back, a friend of mine. Well, it wasn't really. It was kind of like a friend of my friend, and
Mm-hmm.
so it's kind of like a friend of mine, whatever. So
Mm.
he had a bike. He had a bike, and he jumped off the bike, and I was standing there, and he said, "Hold this for me," and I was like, "What?" I can't hold that. That's heavy, right? And he was like, "No, it's not. It's not heavy." Anyway,
Okay.
we both fell. Me and the
Fell on the ground.
back.
So you imagine me trying to ride something with two
No,
wheels
that's bicycle. I'm talking about a regular big, like
with
you
a
know,
bike?
yes, like a no stuff is ridiculously heavy for no apparent reason, and it only has two wheels.
When I was younger, I about 14, 15, I wanted to be a biker.
What?
Yeah, I wanted to be a biker. There was
I
a
can't.
young man who lived in our community who had a bike,
Mhm.
and I asked him if he could teach me to ride that bike.
Okay.
So then he had taken me and teach me a couple of times, and I remember one night, we were riding, and he wanted to go somewhere, but he said I should ride, be in the front, he be at the back.
Okay.
And I was going through a community, and it was raining, and um, I saw a puddle of water.
Oh.
Didn't see it early enough. When I saw it, I tried to move away from it, and there was sand there, and I skated in the sand. The bike skated in the sand. I have two marks on my leg where the muffler of the bike burned me on my leg. I would never ride anything with two wheels.
Wow. Well, I've rode on the back of bikes a few times. But on the front, I am not
And
that
I was doing well because he was just sitting there and I was managing it and I was doing, but that fall signed me out. Not me.
that was enough, was
Never
enough,
again.
right?
That was enough.
Right.
My cousins and my sisters, they cry, and when they heard about it, they cried because they thought something was actually wrong with me.
Right.
But when we got back to the community, they realized nothing was wrong, and I mean, they still complain. They quarrel, they
Right.
cuss. You could have died. Why you want to ride a bike? You're a woman. Okay, then there's a woman want to ride a bike. I did.
Right.
But
I've
the
never
rain
wanted to ride a
and
bike.
the sun, the puddle in the road changed my life. Mm-hmm. Changed my mind completely. Not ever again.
You was what they call a punk, I guess.
Huh?
You were punk.
Yeah, I don't care. I really don't care. Mm-mm. I don't care. I
Right.
don't care. Never again. No, no, no. That could stay. I'll do other things.
Right, right.
Not that one. Mm-mm. Not that one.
Sometimes you just have to know when to give up.
I do. When it comes to that, I do. Mhm. I
Understand
do.
when you're defeated. That's very important to understand when you're defeated,
Mhm.
right? Or else you
It's
just
cool. Riding bike is cool.
not to me.
Yeah,
On
riding
the
bike
back,
is if you are cautious, if you have gears, if you are not just out there to commit suicide.
right, right,
It's riding bike is great.
right.
I love to feel the wind in my face and all of that. But honey, I was done. Signed out. Trust me, I was signed out. Mm-mm, not again. Not again. But riding bike is cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never rode on the I never wanted to. That's not an experience I never wanted
You
to.
never wanted to have.
No.
Riding bike is cool. It's cool. Really is cool. But I ain't going back on another one. I'm sorry. Cool as it is, not me. I have these two reminders at the back of my leg to remind me every
Right,
time not to go
right, right. At a very, very intricate part of my life, I started to have panic attacks when I drive,
back. Mm-hmm.
and I was either gonna pull over or pull over and just freeze, or I was gonna drive faster to get where I was going. and I drive faster and faster and went way past the speed limit.
Wow. Got a ticket?
No,
Okay.
I travel that road every day, so I knew where
The
the
police
popo was.
officer. Oh my gosh. I tell you.
I knew where the popo was. I didn't know what time they was out. Okay, so yeah.
Oh dear, dear,
Those
dear.
was my Jersey days, by the way.
Jersey days.
I don't do that anymore.
I have nothing to do with it. Nothing at all.
Right, those was my Jersey days, so I don't do that anymore. Sometimes, like you were saying, you have to know when you're defeated. I did went over the speed limit here twice, but not over 100 miles an hour.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
to like
you got to
around
drive
70 something.
100 miles an hour. Well,
This is very dangerous to drive
yes.
100 miles an
It
hour
is.
in 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 Jersey traffic. On the
No.
garden state, that is ridiculous.
It is.
Yes, yes. I used to have a Infinity. It needs to have a dual exhaust system.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the kids always said, "Go faster."
Excuse
They
me.
were bad. Go faster, go faster. But they weren't in the car when I did that though.
Uh, Honestly speaking, I like fast driving.
You like fast
Yeah,
driving?
I like fast driving.
Me too.
I'm not in the driver's seat. I'm fine. If I confident you, I can sit. I can relax with you going
So because you go
fast.
to sleep.
I do not
She's
go
like
to
a
sleep.
baby. She's like, we going in the car. I'm gonna go to
I like fast driving, but for me,
sleep.
driving is not for me. No, not for me.
When you chill over a little more.
Not for me at all. It cannot come over anymore. Because you're leaning in my
Just turn it. No. Great.
Oh my word.
I'm trying to fix the chairs properly.
Yeah, it's actually nice. Oh my gosh.
And you still that 100% off on it.
Oh yeah?
No.
I'm still out of it? No.
You're right here.
Alright. If I need
But
to
look right
decide,
here though.
if I need to decide, I
Well, if you're
will.
laughing so much, you should.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Right? It's just an automatic.
Automatic.
You automatically just sway.
Okay. So I sway.
Just sway.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
But so stupid, right? So I said to him, "Oh gosh, I'll tell you later. That's a joke."
Oh my word. Oh my word.
I was like, "Stop talking to me with your sleeping brat." The toothpaste ain't working. And he was like, "Oh, okay." And I said, so the
Stop. You got to stop.
that was a two joke in one combo right there. But okay. So we were talking about knowing when to quit and give up. Right.
Mhm.
And since as we coming into 2021
One.
by 2020, we're in the 2021,
Mhm.
right? new oops,
Mhm.
new idea how they push my student loan.
Wow.
And new oops.
New hopes, new dreams.
Right.
Yes.
I hope they push that back because you really can't work right now. I really can't work right now anyway because it's cold. The other day, this lady called me to see if I want to buy advertisement spot. And I was like, she made me waste my paper. I'm not working. And I got to write down her number, everything that I thought she was going to be a customer. She's trying to sell me something. I ain't going to do that. Stop trying to sell me stuff. It is not funny. I am so exhausted right now. Stop trying to sell me stuff. You're not going to be a customer.
I
Move along.
went online because I needed this job, put in my email because I was searching for this job, went to this website, put my email in. And before the day was done, I had more than 100 emails.
Wow.
Not from the site that I put my email in, but for site from learning, the barbering,
Wow.
cooking, catering, insurance companies, name it.
My gosh.
So many people has been calling, sending me emails. My email is jam packed,
Yeah.
and some of them do. Can you please quit?
No, they're
Oh
not.
my
I think
gosh.
they're gonna call you more and more now. Okay, so
Oh.
with with like there's been so many million people scammed and so many millions more scammed out of their hard-earned cash.
Mhm.
So you put in your email, put in your phone number or email somewhere. You gotta really, really make sure the site or where you're going is legit. There have had where people get called from the police station, but the police station no one dare call them. But
True.
on their phone number,
Mhm.
it comes up during the police station number and everything. People get messages in their email, like it come from the bank, but it didn't. So when you're doing whatever you do, make sure you're going to the company. Don't click your email, even though your company send you a monthly statement.
Mhm.
When you open that statement, all right, if you need to go to the website, you type that website in your browser. Excuse me. You don't ever click anything in any email
Mhm.
because you don't know when it's going to be one of those spam or scam or spyware,
Mhm.
you understand, or whatever is attached to it. So you don't know. So you don't ever click any email. You close that email. You look at it. You could open it, look at it, close that email, and go type wherever you
Type
need to go
directly.
into your browser.
Mhm. Okay.
If you don't want to be among the millions of people who is scammed out of money,
It's a serious thing.
yes, it
Somebody
is.
called my phone and I answered. I didn't know the number, but I answered being polite. And somebody goes like, "Oh, your auto insurance is due. You have not paid your auto insurance. For God's sake, I don't own a car. How can I have an insurance when I don't own a car? Stop. You all need to stop."
Then they've done the same thing to me. They've come in and said, "Oh, your um warranty is expiring." I don't have
Mhm.
warranty on there, so it could not possibly be expired.
They are such a
But a lot
mess.
of people, they would fall for, oh, my warranty's expiring. Oh, so I add warranty on it. Let me make sure it doesn't expire.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know your business. You got to know what you're about. What's in your life? What's on and what's off? You know what I'm saying? So other people don't take advantage of the fact that you're ignorant to your
Whatever
life.
you should know. Mm-hmm.
That's your life. You're supposed to
Mm-hmm.
know this stuff. So they're gonna take advantage of you if you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know someone who received a call from spammers, said that you needed to put some money on a card and pay them, or else you will be sending the cops to arrest him at his job. He spoke to me about it. I told him, don't do it. Let him send the cops.
Yeah.
Do
Let
you
the
know
cops
this
stop.
company? Do you know these people? No. First of all, they don't send cops to arrest you. They may send a warrant to hand to you, but they won't send a cop to just arrest you. That's not how it works. And if they send a warrant, at least you can say, oh, okay, maybe I know what this is. I'll leave it, right? So you put $50 on a gift card, call them, and tell them you'll put some later. I guess he wanted to test the water and see what happened. Well, $50 is a bit too much for me.
Mm-hmm. If I may say so myself.
$50 is a bit too much for me. I would not do that. $50 to just take up and give to scammers is ridiculous. No, I won't do it.
And they are very serious.
Yeah. And so they called him and called him until one day he was by my home and I picked up the phone for him. And that was the last day they called him.
That's right.
That was the
That's
last
right.
day they called him because it was ridiculous that you were just gonna sit down and use fear
Mm-hmm.
to control this the man because he oblivious to what's going on in his life. You don't owe anybody anything. Make them
But
send a
you know,
warrant.
somebody called me once and said, "Man, you have won so much money," and he told me millions. And he said, "You have won something from Walmart." And I said, "Look, I've never been to Walmart in all my life."
You're the joke. You're the joke.
And he said,
Where did you live when he told you
"In
that?
Jamaica,
There's no
never
Walmart
had a
there.
visa.
There's no
Never.
Walmart there.
And there is no Walmart in Jamaica. There is Just Mart." He didn't say Just Mart, he said Walmart. All right. So I said to him, "Sir, I've never been to Walmart." He said, "Well, somebody who knows you actually signed your name on a Walmart card." Like, seriously, who could that be? And he said, "Well, do you want the paparazzi to come? Do you want pictures taken when you receive all of this money?" And I picked him up, so I began to play with him. And I said, "Yes, sir, I would enjoy all of that." And he go like, when is the
So
best
I
time to
enjoy all of
come?
that.
And I said, "Whenever you are ready to come." He said, "But first," suddenly the argument changed. "At first, you need to send us some money so that we can clear this check to get to you." I said, "So you need to take the money out of the check."
Right. Exactly.
I said, "I am poor, born poor, broke. And if you giving me some millions of dollars, take half of it. Take half, and don't need all of that billions. Take half of the money. Take half of the money. Give your mother half of the other half." Right. And out of the other quarter that is left, you can take the money to clear the check
Right.
and send me the rest. You don't have to bring the paparazzi. And he go like, "Ma'am, are you serious?" I said, "Yes." "Oh, you sound like one of the scammers, so." And he go like, "No, ma'am. I am a Christian man, grown up in a Christian home. My parents grow me well." And I said, "Did you know that most of you that grew up in Christian homes are the worst thieves? Come off my phone and do not call back my number. My husband is a police, and if you call back my number, he'll find your door."
Right.
He hung up the phone and he never called back. Out of all that thief.
Right. Right. Yeah, you really gotta know how to deal with them.
You can't just pick your money up, especially you work hard for your money. You pick your money up and you send it to people who have nothing better to do than to sit there and scam persons. And some persons are worse off than them
That's right.
because they live the
They're
best
right.
out of your
Right.
money.
Right.
That
Right.
doesn't work.
Just imagine how much billions they have gone. How much millions of dollars they have
Not
gone.
mine,
And
not me.
while people just destitute,
It
especially in this time, there
it
is
is
so much
so
scamming
sad.
going on.
It is sad. It is sad. It is sad. It is sad. Like the one I got a letter from a company, a reputable company, that says I should call them. And I called the number because the company and myself is in business, and I called the number. And somebody there said to me, "Just hold a minute and let me transfer the call." The call was transferred to another number, and the person on the other end of the line answered, the person went like, "Okay, I am so glad that you called me, because we have 100 gift cards going out with $100 on it. All you have to do is send us $2, and we'll send you the gift card, and you can spend all that is on it." Do you know how much people send $2 to these people?
Exactly. Because
I
it is such a
Simple.
small amount
Exactly.
that you'd be the
But if two
I mean, if I
two
lose $2, it's
ain't nothing.
okay, you right? But if I
Yeah.
gain $98, then it's worth it. That's what most people think.
Yeah. And he goes like, "Okay. But you need to send us this $2." And I said, "Sir, I have no money." And he go like, "Yes, you have money." He's so stupid. "Yes, you have money. I see here where you have money." I said, "On where?" "I don't have no money." He said, "You need to send it off your card." I said, "I have no card." He said, "Yes, you have plastic."
My God.
He said, "You have plastic." I said, "Do not ever call my
And
phone
you
again."
call them.
And I do not say it like how you hear me say it now. I said, "Don't you ever call back my phone, you set of thieves." And listen, man, I hung up my phone, called back the number, and after when I called back the number was related to a car company. It was not, yeah, it was not related to Sidico.
Oh.
And so I called the person at Sidico
Mm-hmm.
and asked them about it, and the person said, I pray you don't send your money to those people."
Right.
I said, "No, I ain't got none to send."
Mm. Wow.
You know how important $2 is?
Right. Right.
Yeah, I just $2 make me happy.
Yeah, I heard you at 7.
Yes,
Liz was like, he was throwing that $7 around. And
okay.
she was mad because she tried to grab it.
These people, let us be careful. Let us be careful, especially in this new year. Let us be careful because you know, and the things that they use your money to do.
Right.
Please be careful.
Yes.
Be careful. Two, if 100 people send them $2, if 1 billion people send them $2,
Wow. That's a lot of
they are
money.
millionaires.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. We was talking about this earlier. What if the was it with you? I think we were saying the bank teller they took two 2 cents every from everybody they serve.
No, it
No.
wasn't with me.
Okay, I was talking
No.
to someone else. How rich they would be.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Right. They probably do the, not the tellers, but the bank. Every time you look at your account, you'll be like, where is 64? Why is it 59?
I mean, it's alarming. It's really alarming. It is really alarming.
Right. Right.
It's alarming.
Yeah.
It's
That's why it
alarming.
was one of sometimes you gotta know when to just to quit. I mean, with all this pandemic going on and you find it fit to sit there and still scam people
Mhm.
and they're still doing it faithfully.
Yeah, they do.
Like it's nobody's
They
business.
don't care. They don't
Like
care.
what kind of hell will you be going to?
They don't care. They don't
What kind
care.
of hell will you be going to? Because I don't think no any amount of forgive me, I will help you. When people is destitute, need those funds, and you rob them of it, which could have caused all kind of other issues
Mhm. Mhm.
for the rest of their life. Do you
Yeah.
think if you just say, "Forgive me, Father God, for something," that it is gonna work? Because that
It
thing,
will work. They will be forgiven,
they will be forgiven.
but
But
they
guess
will
what?
have to pay for it.
Say something. Say you do something, right? Say say somebody scam you.
Mhm.
You couldn't buy me what I needed to buy for school.
Mhm.
I become worthless. I decide to live a life of crime, right? Because no one cared about me, so I never cared for myself. And I just didn't do the right thing. No one taught me. I didn't go to school, I didn't get taught the right way. No one wanted to. And so I decided to live a life of crime,
Mhm.
right? For how many years? Everybody I affected. Aren't you the reason why everybody that I've hurt is hurt?
Mhm. Yes, it is.
So
Yes, it
okay,
is.
that's simple.
Yeah.
Father, forgive me for all those generations of people that you have hurt, because everybody I have hurt, pass that down to their children or somebody else around them.
Yeah, but some
So if I
persons.
hurt 10 person,
Mhm.
those people, children, friends, somebody also would have gotten hurt, and then it's gonna trickle down from there.
Mhm. And some persons, what some people believe is that they can just simply do something and say, Lord, forgive me.
Right.
And he does, and he forgives. But let me tell you something. The character of David, that persons used to say, look what David did and the Lord forgave him for
Mm-hmm.
it, is that David was forgiven for what he did,
Mm-hmm.
but David had to pay for that sin.
Mm-hmm.
He had to pay for it. Anything you do to others, you will be forgiven if you ask for forgiveness,
Right.
but you are going to have to pay for the wrong that you did.
Right. Right.
You are not going to get away scot free.
Well, it's about time
Don't
they
believe
pay.
so. I can tell you that.
It's
You
about
will
time
have
they
to
pay.
pay for that sin or whatever you have committed to someone else. Sure
Well,
enough.
that's some
And
trickle down stuff
in
right
these
there.
days, somebody said if karma ain't get you, reaction is gonna get you. And if reaction don't get you, quick action is on your tail.
Right.
Yeah,
I
quick
like that.
action is gonna get you. It's gonna come very fast. You wouldn't even know when it hits you.
Right. I
Yeah,
like that.
quick action. Yeah, well, something's gonna get you.
So we're moving into 2021
Mm-hmm.
with a new president. How do you feel?
President Joe Biden. I love Joe Biden.
Right.
I don't know. I think it is something about his calmness and his how he looks at life. He has the ability to move to somewhere else, but he still lives in his community. And he, at one point, they say he still jumps on the train,
Oh yeah.
takes the train, and he is someone who you see as somebody who don't care where in life they get,
There's still that person.
there will still be that person.
Right. Right.
There will still be that person. And so for me, big up yourself, Joe.
Yeah. Besides his demeanor, I like the person who he is.
Mhm.
The uh, the trials and tribulation that he has
It's
been
been
through.
true.
It's like he's not this fake person.
Person.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like that, this person
Pretending
that
to be who
fall out
you're
the
not.
sky and
Yeah.
everybody's like, oh,
Mhm.
he should be president.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? This person have been through it. You know what I'm saying? You could see where they come from, where they
And
coming
I
from.
love the fact that he did not get this presidency handed to him.
Right,
He
right.
worked
He
hard
had to
for it.
fight.
He
Fight
had
like
to
hell.
fight for it.
Fight
He
like hell.
worked for it.
Right.
And
right.
I love that fact. I love that fact.
Do you know that he used to stutter?
Yeah, I think I read it. I think I read it somewhere.
I was amazed because I had a stutter, right? And when I was in school, it was hard. It was very hard for me because they do a lot of group, they do a lot of group stuff. Um, and then when I went to HU, they do a lot of presentation.
Mhm.
You gotta go in front of class. You gotta do a lot of presentations and stuff. They do a lot of even though I took public speaker in community college, I still do, we do um, we do communication. You have to do speeches
Mhm.
right in front of crowds.
Mhm. Yeah.
Not fun. And so even though I did that, I had to do three speeches in front of crowds. Um, Even though I did that, and think of the issue helped me a lot more because it gave me a chance to be up there more.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? To present more. I have to go up there, have my material ready to go. I'm not gonna tell but I got it. Ever. But the experience,
Mhm.
because it was so much experience, I get to do it so much.
Mhm.
In a sense, I'm not afraid of public speaking. I'm not afraid to talk, or when I talk, I don't, I don't stutter.
Mhm.
Right? I don't suicidal.
Well, there's a lot of things in life, challenges in life come, and if you make up your mind to be victorious, you're gonna get over it somehow.
Right, right, right.
Somebody told me when you see when you are called to speak in front of a crowd, or sometimes even in front of 5 or 10 people,
Right, right.
there is always this little butterfly in your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
But I remind myself every time that this happens to everyone,
Right, right.
every human being, this happens to. Feeling that little butterfly, don't know if you want to go up there, don't know what you're going to say when you get there. You forget everything you plan to say when you get there, you know. And the next thing, somebody told me, when you walk into a room and you are the guest speaker,
Yeah.
see everybody as a cabbage. I don't know how. See, just say everybody before you is a cabbage. You alone is in that room speaking to cabbages.
That's funny.
That's funny.
I couldn't do that. I would be
You
like,
no,
I would just
the
come down.
person actually said once you begin to remember that you're gonna see everybody as cabbage, you begin to feel yourself because you begin to laugh from the inside.
Well,
So just the thought of saying, everybody before me is a cabbage makes you laugh.
wow, wow,
And you feel more relaxed and more comfortable
wow.
because that laughter within you takes on a new you.
Right.
Takes on a new you.
My
So
my communication teacher, professor, she told us, well, she told me because I was like, oh, she was like, are you okay? I said, no. She said, you're
oh
going
my
to have
god.
butterflies. Even when I go
Yeah.
to speak, I have butterflies.
Uh-huh.
And I don't have no little butterflies. I
I
have
tell
big
you,
butterflies
sometimes you
where I
feel
just
like you're
want to
turning
go
upside
leave.
down, you know.
Right,
But
right.
everybody has it. Everybody has it. And sometimes, sometimes when I want to say something to somebody,
Mm.
especially for people who I know has resented me,
Right, right.
and the first thing that came always is that my eyes is filled with water,
With tears.
with tears. But once I get the second word out, it's over.
Right.
It's over. Once I get the second word out, it's over. So
And the teacher also told me once, he said, Roger told her fasted. He said, when I went to a university, she applied and went to the university, and she sit in the classroom. They had an auditorium. She said sit in there, and she was like, man, I should just get up and leave.
oh, yeah,
I think I've just
it
tricked these
happens.
people. I am not supposed to be here.
It happens.
He said, trust me, so if at any time you feel afraid, I've been there and know exactly what you're going through. Because I've done it.
I went to look about a job. Got did the interview, got through, but there was some tests and stuff you gotta take. I went to Montego Bay to did a test in Montego Bay, and they sent me back to Kingston to do another test. Where in Kingston they sent me to do the test was the National Stadium.
Wow.
And I wonder what in the name of Jesus, myself, little me, doing in National Stadium to do the test. When I got off the bus and I looked, the National Stadium was packed with people.
I got a test that says you do.
And I go like, what in the name of God am I
We in
doing
the wrong
here?
place.
I am in the
Wrong
wrong
place,
place
wrong
at the
time.
wrong time. And I stood at the gate and I said, I am going to turn back. But knowing me,
You
I
couldn't.
went in. I couldn't resist it. I went in. And I was glad I did. I was glad I did.
What kind of test you did?
I did a test. It was we worked in a farm work program.
Okay.
Wanted to go on the farm work program, and they would pull you from one place to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. When you don't know what you're going through, you're doing, and the persons are not there to tell you, and especially if you don't have persons pulling anything for you
Mm-hmm.
and directing you, it gives you a
I
whole
give
lot
you
of
hell.
headache.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I went there, I see young, there were, at the time, there were people much younger than my age.
Yeah.
And you looked at them and say, okay, I am not going
It's
to
time
get
to pack
through.
up and go.
Yeah, I'm not going to get through because these young people is going to sleep it off.
Right.
Because with the kind of practicality, the kind of theory that they're giving out, you know you ain't going to eat it because you have left school so long. But look here, I went in that place. I looked up. I said, God, this ain't me. This you.
Right.
This you. And we were instructed that their pass mark was 50.
Wow.
And if you pass the pass mark, then you go
First
on.
picture when I was in school.
All right. And when I did, I was so sure that I wasn't going to pass
Right.
that um, there was a young lady passing to and fro the the benches, because we were instructed not to speak to anybody, not to do not to that, not to that, because everybody was doing an exam.
Yes, yes.
And she came over me, she looked at my paper, and I looked up at her, and lift my finger, and she said, what is this? And I said to her, I am not sure of what I'm doing here. Now done everything else except math.
Okay.
So I'm not sure of what I'm doing here. And she looked at the paper and she looked at me and she said, you're not sure? I said, no, I'm not sure of what I'm doing. And she said, well, if you're not sure and your paper look like this to me, continue doing what you're doing.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I passed 75%.
Nice.
Didn't expect to even pass 30. And young people would say, "How I didn't get this one, how I didn't get this one, and how I didn't get that one." And I just left. I left, I've never gone back. They called me, I've never gone back. Because I was just so fed up of the old rigmarole
Yeah.
and the old going here, going there before somebody just say to you, look,
Yeah.
it ain't your
It's
time.
like they're trying to wear you
Yeah,
out.
it ain't your time. So I didn't bother.
Right.
I just didn't bother. But there are times in your life when you face challenges
True.
and you don't know how it's gonna work out.
Right.
You don't know how it's gonna work out. But if you trust God, there is a thing. There is a T-shirt that By Faith Peace Ministry did that is marked. The struggle is real, but God is able.
Right.
And if you just sometimes put your shoulder to the wheel, you will make it. Especially the young people.
Mhm.
You might not get to where others want you to go, but you'll get to where you want to go.
Right.
And all you gotta do is
Mhm.
just be comfortable with who you are.
That's true.
Just be comfortable with who you are.
That's some good
And you're
advice.
not trying to be anybody else.
Right.
You're trying to
Be
be
you.
you.
Yes, yes,
You are trying to be you. You're trying to find yourself. There's so many people in the world today that are trying to find themselves.
I'm still trying to find myself.
Young, old, middle in age.
Right.
Look, you see some people sometimes on the street and you wonder, oh my God, still trying to find themselves.
I'm still
You
trying to
and
find
I,
myself.
exactly, you and I are no different.
True.
But trust me, if you put one foot before the other
Right.
and you walk by faith and not by sight, you will get to your victory mark.
True. True.
You will sing your victory song. Just don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone discourage you from
Right.
getting to where you want to go.
Right.
Because you know exactly where you want to go. Now, if you ain't want to go nowhere, I can promise you this. Don't stand in anybody else's way. If you don't want to go anywhere, don't stand in anybody else's way. But once you want to go somewhere, move on.
True.
Move on and try to get to where you want to go.
Okay, so we have a few more companies here. Hi, how are you? Chill. And the other one is shelter. Okay. Earlier it was ill, ill. Welcome, welcome to Late Night Conversation. And
Hi.
we are just talking about current events and oh my gosh, current events and just how life is.
How life is, what life is about.
Right, right. I know earlier when you were talking about gosh, I didn't want to cut you off, and now I forgot.
Okay, okay.
Is it rude? So in my communication class, when people is speaking, try to listen.
Mhm.
There's not a lot of people that can listen for more than 7 seconds.
Really?
7 seconds.
Well, I'm doing better than a lot of people. I could listen the whole day. I would listen the whole day.
So, hello, Chell. What's up? How you doing? Nice. Thank you for joining us. And we
Thank
was
you.
talking about making it on the other side into 2020. So glad to see that you
Wow.
arrived. You are making on the other side. So,
Yep.
yay.
Yeah. Hip hip hooray.
Right, right. Earlier when you were talking, you were saying something about the atmosphere there in Jamaica. And someone was talking to me today, and they were saying I was showing them one of my family member, and they was like, they were asking me if I have a lot of family member there. I said, yeah, I still do. And they were saying, why they just don't come?
They can't. Just come.
And they're like, why don't they just come here? And I was like, oh, what? You can't just come here, you know that, right?
Some persons still do not understand the way things, certain things work. Because I tell you something that
And I appreciate, I don't mean to cut you. I appreciate you guys comment, so feel free to comment. I want to do kind of like a live, interactive, late night conversation. Okay,
Mhm.
please continue. I'm sorry.
Okay. Um, there are a lot of persons who do not understand because say you live in this country, right? Um, you have no need to go to the immigration. You're a citizen here. You have no need to go to the
True.
immigration. So if somebody comes here and say to you, can you direct me to where I can find the immigration office?
You have
You
no
are
idea
like,
what that is. Like what?
the what? You know, the what?
What is that?
Been to the Bahamas and you go to the Bahamas and you said to somebody, can you tell me where the immigration office is? And they go like, I don't know what you're talking about.
My God.
Yeah. But if you get the address and you say to them, can you tell me where is Hawkins Hill? They say, okay. And they direct you.
Oh
Mind you, some of them cannot direct you.
my God.
But telling somebody to go to the immigration office
Mhm.
or ask them where the immigration office is, some will not know. Because you're living in your own country and you have no need for those things unless you're traveling out of your country
Right.
or you have business,
Right.
with them,
Yes.
So it's a lot of stuff that people do not know.
Right.
It's a lot of stuff that people do not know. And I think that persons must do their best to be informed of the things that they should know.
Right.
You cannot just sit there and don't get the
Be
information.
lackluster?
Lackadaisical, maybe. And find a way out to do and to know stuff.
Right.
Because the knowledge that you gain helps you a whole lot along the way.
Well, that's what I was explaining to him. You can just, even if you have the money to buy the plane fare to come here, you can just jump on the plane and
No,
come here.
no.
You have to get the same color visa. And to get a visa, you have to give good reason as to why you need it.
Mhm, mhm,
And
mhm.
just for fun, they take your money a few times before they give it to you.
Before they give it to you, if they ever give it to you.
Right. They take your
Mhm,
money for fun a
mhm.
couple of times before they give it to you, okay?
You know, I lived in the Bahamas, and my daughter Christine was sick, and when I spoke to her, the doctor said she was so sick. Miss Thomas, you gotta come and see her.
My God.
Sent me some letter so that I could take it to the embassy and see if I could get a visa just to come. My boss that I was working with at the time thought that I wanted to just come and never come back to the Bahamas. She took me to the immigrations, and that day I cried like a baby. Reasons being, with all my good intentions that I went to the immigration office with, they said I did not give them enough reason.
Wow.
The doctors said that my child is going to die and I need to see her before she dies. Don't you understand that? They told me no. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Wow.
No, ma'am. The part of it that was really, really wrong and getting to me was that they told me you could always go back to Jamaica and take the letter to the embassy there. They maybe would give you the visa. Maybe. The joke about it is the 100 US dollars that I had, I used it to apply for this visa. And they took this $100,
Right.
leaving me without a dollar and sending me back to Jamaica to find money, buy the plane ticket, and go back to that embassy in Jamaica for them to take the money again. Because that's all they were going to do.
Right. Yeah.
It is hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is really hard. Because some person have the best of intentions.
True.
Some person have the best of intentions.
That's
They
so
won't
true.
run away. They have their family. They just need to make a better life.
Right.
That's
Right.
all
True.
some persons need.
Exactly.
Just a better life. They're
Yeah,
seeking to make a better life. Some of them will hold their college fee, or they want to send their children to college, and they want to work and send their children to college
absolutely.
and all of that.
Yeah.
All they need is a better life. Mind you, there are others that don't have good intentions.
No, but this the thing is, a lot of people that come here from
Caribbean countries
it doesn't matter the Caribbean country or anywhere
or
else.
anywhere else
Most of the crimes that carry on here is not by people
who come
who
here.
come here.
No,
It's by it's by
yeah,
Americans.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that um, immigrants or illegal aliens don't commit crimes. Of course, we are all not perfect. There's going to be a bad day. You're going to get in some
Mm-hmm.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
Something is going to happen. But majority of the crime that happen here is not by immigrants or aliens or illegal aliens, right? It's by Americans.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when they try to stop someone from going, what are they stopping? Because most people that come here works.
Most people that come here
It's the
works.
Americans that doesn't.
Exactly so.
I'm sorry. I am an
Exactly so.
American now.
Exactly so.
But the facts is the facts, okay? The fact is the facts. Most of the people that come here, they work for a living.
They work.
They work
They
for a
do
living.
work.
They don't sponge off the government. I'm not gonna say some doesn't,
Some do,
some do,
but
some do,
majority of
but
them
majority
don't.
of them works. Work.
Don't they do.
They work.
Well, I don't know, but I mean,
But and I'm glad that a new administration is coming in because I know the last administration gave people from other foreign country a living hell.
exactly so.
Some must call shit old countries. My God.
Yeah, like Jamaica,
No, 80.
and he
80.
speaks bad about Jamaica. Didn't like Jamaica. Didn't like
Really? I didn't
Jamaicans.
hear it. I
Oh
didn't
my
hear it.
God.
But I know he called those
But
Arab countries and
mm-hmm,
80.
mm-hmm.
Oof, he just despised that country and the
But what
shithole
is there
country.
to
That is
despise?
that is that is
Um,
ridiculous.
a lot of persons. What I look at, what I look at is that people are people. We are human. We were born in different circumstances,
Right.
different cultures,
True.
and okay, I've been here and I said to myself, I see this guy who we talk, interact, and if you just say to him that the ball is red, but you leave there and go there, he tells me that the ball is red. And I said, oh my God, is this the way these people talk? I mean, he talks every single thing, doesn't different, doesn't take anything away, doesn't forget anything. People are just people. People are just people. We are all human trying to survive. And when I look at the trees, why I go hiking is because I love the woods.
Okay.
I love the woods. I love the trees. You are trees coming up on this side, and there's one coming up here, and this one is leaning so that this one can come over,
Hmm.
and you can see the different patterns and shapes
It's like a dance.
that the trees take.
Right. Right.
In the woods, when I go hiking, I just literally sometimes just stand, close my eyes, and just listen to the silent.
Yeah.
You know, we went hiking, and I was going on, and I said, "There's a river here." And somebody said, "No." I said, "Yes, there is a river." And Nancy said, "No, there is not a river. I don't think so." And I just stood there and I just listened, and I said, "The river is over there."
Right.
Because you could hear the sound of the river. You listen to it, you hear the sound of the river,
Right. Right.
and it is so peaceful. And every time I go, Chris and Veronica are always saying this. Every time I go hiking, I go like, why can't people just live like the trees and the bees and the birds? Why?
Some people live really
What
disgusting
do
lives.
we fight for? What are we fighting for? Why do you want to control other people's lives?
Yeah.
Why? You want to kill a certain set of people for a certain set of people to survive? Why can't we all live together as one?
Yeah.
Each
True.
of us come and see this creation. None of us did. If we do anything to it, is to condemn it. If we do anything to this creation, most people don't try to do the things to preserve what they came and see. They try to destroy it.
Right. Right.
So what are we fighting for?
Right. Right. And when I look at the the leaving administration, the what are we fighting for is right. What are we fighting for?
What are we
If we
fighting
all
for?
going off the same goal, why do there need to be a fight? You understand?
We don't have
Everybody
to.
gonna have a disagreement, an argument. So why do we need to argue? Why do we need to fight? Why do we need to tear down
One
the
another.
government? Why do we need to tear down each other? Right? Because to me, looking at it, being in school, doing political science, when I look at it, from what I've learned, what I've seen, what I've read, is the Libyan administration is is like a mixture between Nazis, communism, fascists,
It's a
and
mixture.
nationalism.
It's a mixture between red, yellow, blue, pink, white, Shakaberry, Kool-Aid.
That's how I see them because it's like and this coup that they tried to do the other day just reconfirmed everything that I thought.
Yeah.
Right? It was about control. They try to control the media on the door,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Try to control the media. Um, gosh, that word was right in my mouth and it left. Okay.
But
And then they try to control um, all the social media. That's another part of the
mhm.
media, but it's not like back in the days. Back in the days when there was just a few newspaper, it
Mhm.
was
Yeah,
easier
it was
to
easier.
control stuff.
Yeah, not
It was
anymore.
easier to is it Richard Lou? Richard Lou? Yeah. It was
Mhm.
easier to close stuff down and keep the newspaper that you want,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
But with so much newspaper and so much different form of social
Mhm.
media, that stuff is not gonna fly.
And then you find that persons understand that now I can stand up and have a voice.
Right, right, right. And that is to hear how the leaders in Congress was able to stand up and say, before we was bogged down and now we can actually stand up and say the truth. How we finally, how we felt and what's been going on, how we felt, but we couldn't before. How you couldn't before? Because I've
Because you
There's
don't
this
have a
Republican
backbone.
lady that she don't she don't hold no bar. She say what she got to say.
Hmm.
I forgot her
That's
name,
how it should
but she
be.
said what she gotta say. She don't hold her tongue. She said what she gotta say, and even though and she, I would say you just need to become democratic because
Yeah.
she tells them when they are wrong. She do not, but she love being a Republican.
Hmm.
But she don't like the filth. She don't like the crap. She doesn't take nonsense,
But that
and
is
that's
how
how it's
life
supposed to
should
be,
be.
right?
That is how life should be because this is what I normally tell my friends. If you're my friend and you cannot tell me the truth,
True.
I don't see the reason for us being friends.
That's true.
We can't be friends because you are going to allow me to walk into a pit.
Right.
Because you cannot say, don't go that way because there is a hole there. You're going to be thinking that, oh, she's going to be mad and she's not going to walk there and she's going to be mad. You need to let me know that
Right.
I'm doing the thing that is wrong. If you can correct me, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all.
You're right. True.
But persons have to find it on their own to be truthful and to be able to speak out on their own. They can't be forced, but you have some persons that really don't have a backbone.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
so they will put up for, well, there's a word that says,
They don't have a backbone. They don't have a spine.
that's right,
Their
um,
ribs kind of just stopped right here.
right there,
They don't have nothing in the back either. They have
there,
no bones in the back.
that's right. There's a word that says if you don't know what you're standing for, you will lie down for anything.
Yeah.
And so some of them really don't know what they're
And a
standing
lot of them
for.
are laid down and let dude piss on them.
Mhm. It's the only thing he has left to do.
He
Mhm.
has. He has pissed on them. He has certainly, they have certainly laid down and he has spilled all over them.
And that is so
Because
sad.
I don't mean to ignore you, Jay Gartz, but I see you there. We were just in a conversation.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing? I see you make it on the other side, so that's right.
18 days into the month already.
Right, right, right.
It's soon the first quarter.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know this in I know you've seen Rudy Giuliani um a lot in the news and many people don't know this, but he used to be the mayor for New York.
Mhm.
And when he was the mayor for New York, he was beloved. He was a beloved mayor.
Mhm.
When um
You want to answer yes, if he has anything to contribute to.
no, I don't think he does. He's talking in language I do not understand.
Okay.
Arabic. And I don't speak Arabic, so
Okay.
so um when he spoke when he was time for him to leave, the people wanted him to
To
stay.
stay.
But you can't stay because people don't want you to stay. You do your term, you can only do a certain amount of term
Right.
and you
Right.
gotta go. So then we
Mhm.
had I think we had Blue, Bloomberg after that. Right.
Mhm.
They had to do where I was not a New Yorker. I'm just a Jersey girl by heart, okay? I lived in New Jersey, so a Jersey girl, so yeah. So, um, but he was beloved, and I was thinking, how can you be went from being beloved by so much people to be hated, disgraced, just be a ridicule. You're being
I don't know.
I saw the picture, or I saw when it was on TV, and I was like, what in the world? I think he's bleeding. Nope, it was a year dye.
Oh my God. No, it was a ear dye.
I was, because I was very
Wow.
concerned. I was like, because he was sweating profusely, and this thing started running down out of his head,
Mhm.
and I thought he was bleeding.
Oh,
I
I
was
didn't see
like,
that clip, honestly. I didn't see that.
Dude.
If I had seen that, I wouldn't stop laughing.
Right.
Not yet.
Mm. That is crazy.
Oh my word. People will always be people.
True. That is so true.
Always.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know how you can go from being that to what you have become now. Like your name is gonna just go down in history as the worst person in the world, the second worst person in the world. The second worst person in the world. I think the first worst person in the world got that slot covered.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Because how can you entice, solicit people to certain degree without feeling any kind of responsibility,
Remorse. Don't care.
no remorse,
They don't care.
no remorse for what happened. Like at least if you don't say, at least you could say, you know what, I didn't mean for it to go that far. Those people is crazy. Those folks, you got
Oh
to
my
say,
word.
I know they were going through all that. Okay, I am sorry. I didn't know they were going to tear up shit like that. I apologize. I am sorry. How can I fix this?
Some persons,
Instead, nope.
excuse me,
You just
some
walk
persons
around like a
don't
big old
know.
turkey.
Yeah, turkey indeed. Turkey indeed.
You just walk around like a big old turkey with your chest up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Get the
Hmm. Oh, yeah. Hmm.
While you were walking around like a turkey, this was happening.
Mother sick.
And the other
Wow.
day, no, yesterday I was watching the news and they had the guards on. They had the guards on,
Mm-hmm.
and the guard was they they was actually showing video footage
Mm-hmm.
of one of the guards while he was almost flat, um just lint in the air, while he was almost being crushed. So they have some testimony from what had happened to some of the guards.
Mm.
And one of the guards was saying they were trying to grab his gun, and he was a white man, and was chanting, "Kill him."
Oh my God.
Right. And he had to say, "I have children."
Oh my God.
Right. He had to say he has children.
These people are crazy.
Right.
These people are crazy, crazy, crazy. I never knew that I would see somebody in the that I would not want to see be a president, like John McCain. I would welcome John McCain. I would welcome John McCain, not this dude.
Right.
Uh-uh.
Right. Right.
Mm-mm. I would welcome John McCain. Trust me.
Right.
But boy, I tell you, people. Mm.
Do too too much, man.
Do too much.
Do too much. And it's all unnecessary. That's the worst part.
It's unnecessary. It is not necessary at all.
It's all unnecessary. It's all unnecessary. So I was gonna put up the image of Rudy Giuliani, but unfortunately I cannot see from this far. If you don't know who Rudy Giuliani is, and why I thought the man was bleeding from his head for no apparent reason. I don't know why that was the first thought. That because it was, I guess, because it was sweating so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like, oh my God, something's wrong with him. That was my first thought. Something
Was the
is wrong
first
with him.
thought.
Something is wrong with him.
Mhm.
Nope.
This has not happened to.
Yeah, I'm trying to put it up.
These guys, those soldiers are dead.
No, no, no. No, they're not dead. I hope not. No, they're not dead.
Oh, they're sleeping.
So, and since as since as the with everything happening at the Capitol,
Mm-hmm.
there have been barricades and more soldiers than what's in Afghanistan. Um, it's three different countries combined will be there. Okay, let's put it like this. So you have 10 soldiers over here in Afghanistan, 10 in this country, and 10 over here, sir, right? Combine all 10 of them, that's 30.
Mm-hmm.
There will be more than 30
Mm-hmm.
at the inauguration just because of what happened. And they're still putting out threat, saying what they're going to do. There won't be
What
30. There won't be more than 30. I mean, there will be more than 30, but there will be, because it's not 10 soldiers
Mhm,
there.
mhm.
It's just to give an example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there will be more soldiers. I forgot the other three country. The other two countries that they say there's combined with those three countries, the amount of soldiers will be more than what they are all together.
Wow.
Right,
Wow.
right. I think the last president we had assassinated is
We? How is it we?
the United States.
Say that.
The United States got um, that was assassinated was Kennedy. That was the last president who was assassinated. Well, yeah, that was the last president that was assassinated. Um, right. So I'm quite sure they're not beat for that stuff anymore.
Mhm.
They're not beat for that
Where we
anymore.
going?
One of my favorite president, one of my favorite president, um, Theodore Roosevelt.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he became president after the president, because he was the vice president. He became president after the president was assassinated. I forgot his name.
Okay.
Forgive me.
So it is.
After the president was, he became president, and someone was asking me, how much president have there been that served more than one term? And I was telling him, there's only a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
There
Just
were
you, yeah.
a very slim few of them that have served more than 1 year. Being a
One
two-term
term.
president, oh yeah, then you gotta have some special gift up there to be a two-termer. When Theodore Roosevelt left office, Taft became president. Taft was not doing a great job. So Theodore, and mind you, everybody loved Theodore Roosevelt. They did not want to see him go. When Taft became president, he was doing a poor job. When Theodore tried to run the next term, he didn't win, even though he was so beloved.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because he tried to come back into office because he thought Taft was just doing a poor job. So he tried to come back and be president again, and they didn't elect him. And he was beloved. So why you're not beloved? Why would you think that you would ever get elected?
That's right.
Why? I am confused.
You're confused.
I am confused because in our capital right now, we have soldiers lining the halls of our capital to protect because of what this person has done.
Mhm.
Why do you think that someone in their right mind elect you to even run for president again?
Again,
Right?
you need to go sit yourself down.
Right. These brave men and women leave their posts to come and do this
Trust me.
because of
There are
American terrorists.
there are some people in this country that could run the country better than Donald Trump.
That is not. I think I could do a great job.
Yeah,
Only if I born here.
that's right.
I would have to be born here, okay? But
Trust me.
I would have did it.
I think Elizabeth would do a great job.
Right. She
She
only nine.
would.
She only 11.
Yeah.
And she would do a
Elizabeth
great
would do a great job. Trust me. She would.
She don't get A's for nothing.
That's right.
Some people didn't even finish college, so they just give them a library or
Mhm.
something, and it'll work out. I didn't have the luxury of my parents giving anybody a library, and it worked out.
That's right.
That would be great. No, I would not learn anything.
That's right.
Unfortunately, I did learn, so yeah. So boo hoo for you. so, so like I was saying, if that president was so beloved and he wasn't able to get back in,
Now are you going to get
how are
back
you
by
going
some
to do
miracle?
it? And why do you all feel as though? And this is this is what I think. This is what I think, right? With all the things that been going on, right?
Mhm.
Because they think that um, Joe Biden steal the election, right?
Mhm.
I'm saying, why are they so sure? Someone need to look into that.
Mhm.
Why are they so sure?
Mhm.
Because to me, I think it's because they did some grimy stuff to make sure that they win.
Mhm.
And because they didn't win, they're saying, this dude
It's
has to have cheated.
yes. I, that could be true. That could be true.
This dude must have cheated because there is
Yeah.
no way we did.
No way we did away. Oh my
Does
God,
that,
I tell you.
you are laughing.
No, it's a, but,
Does that make sense though? That makes sense
it
to me
makes
because
sense.
they are so sure
It makes sense.
that they won. Like,
Somebody
why are they
blame
so
you
sure?
because they had
What
that
did
in
they
their
do?
intention.
What did they do?
Mhm.
You know, so they need to check that. What did they do? They must have done something to be so confident.
Mhm.
Right?
That is steal the election
Right.
to win.
Right,
So
right.
wait, what we did didn't work.
Right.
So what we did didn't work, right?
Right.
So he must have done something twice what we did. Oh, come on.
Right. You're right, because Russia did not have this time. Russia did not have this time. Russia said, "I will
No,
see
Russia,
audition."
Putin said no to that. Not a such Arriba.
Right,
Not a such.
right, right,
You're
right,
too much.
right. Putin in China was like, this nigga.
Dude, you blame me for everything. When the two of us is in this
And
thing
then as soon
together,
as it's time for
you
voting, he's
blame me
like,
for
you're trying to friend
everything.
again.
Mm,
And I was like, oh, wow.
no.
They don't you worry here for you, buddy.
I tell you.
No, you go, go. No, no, get out of here. Shoot. He played too much though.
You play too much.
No, he played too
Oh my word.
walking around like a big ass turkey. Ridiculous. It's time, it's time.
Jamaica voice is orangutan.
I will sleep until it's late, okay?
Oh my
Thank you
word.
guys for joining us. I'm gonna try to comment early. I know I've said that before, right? Aren't you tired of hearing it?
That was a song you would have sung it.
Right. Anyway, you were here when I was saying that we're gonna try to do some cooking show. No.
Mm.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do some cooking show. Um, live, kind of like a competition. So we gotta work out the crux
Please
there.
vote for me.
No.
Please vote for me when I cook, right?
Well, you can't taste it, so I'm gonna have to do some taste vision, okay?
I am going to do show you how to cook Jamaican style. All right. And I know some of you love Caribbean food. Jamaican hot and spicy. Grilled chicken.
She's trying to con
Yeah.
y'all over there with a
Just
wink, wink.
vote for me. You know what I'm talking about. And I'm playing Trump now. I ain't gonna say you steal the election. No,
You steal
no.
the winnings.
Oh my gosh, I tell you.
Yeah. One good thing I think will come from all of this is that we could finally get some dignity back
Mhm.
in the White House. We don't have
Mhm.
millions of people trying to go online to see how naked the first lady was, or as I did, try like what's that picture? Why do you have a whole White House? I said all of it. Listen, okay. The there have been some very fine men and women that was president. Not gonna say Bill Clinton didn't mess up by letting it hang out under the table there, but
Mm.
in their rush to impeach him, there was many talks about impeaching Barack Obama for wearing a gray suit. Okay,
What about a gray suit?
since he didn't look presidential, impeach him. They
Oh,
wanted to impeach him for taking his wife on a date. Okay, they was like the news. The
excuse
news
me.
was like, why is he spending American money on a date?
Doesn't
Impeach.
he get paid for being president? What in the name of
Right.
Doesn't he
They're
get paid for
ridiculous.
being president?
Those people is crazy. So, and there've been some very fine men and women in office that they wanted to impeach. And
Oh
this
shit,
one
my shit.
did so much shit. And they just covered their eyes,
Yeah, and we know why.
twinkle their nose,
And we
and
know
say,
why.
"Oh, that's just how we do it."
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. That's how the American people do it. Okay, that's how the American people do it, and
Mhm.
for that I am glad because when you look at it, you know what was funny? Someone said to me, "You need to vote Trump in, or you're gonna get that stimulus check." Because he said he ain't gonna do it if he don't get voted. I said, if he don't get voted, he ain't gonna do it. And if he get voted,
Yeah,
he
go do it.
ain't gonna do it.
So you caught between the dead and the deep blue sea. Try to work out your own.
So you figure it out because either way, he's not gonna do it. And you're just gonna be in an additional 4 years of power.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully something good can come out of this administration towards
Mm-hmm.
all these people just
And
out
you
of
know
work
what
because they're
happened?
so scared of getting this virus. And I mean, there's people out of work that I was explaining to someone that I take a lot of precaution, but there's people out there that take way more precaution. They
Mm-hmm.
have not left their house since March. They literally order everything, their grocery and everything come to their door. They get it, and that's it. They do not go out.
Mm-hmm.
I go out, I take precaution, yes, but I still go out, right? And there's some people that go out, they don't take no precaution,
That's
and they
true.
don't care,
I mean,
right?
Jordan.
Hmm? Are you? Back up. Back up.
Oh my
So
word.
there's people that is in need, and it's not
Whole
because
lot of
they
people
don't
are like
want to go out. It's because it's either make money or die. You gotta choose. Is the money more important than your life? You know,
mm-hmm.
right? I was watching the new I love the show. It's called The Resident. And
Mm-hmm.
they came on last week. And the dad was saying to the son, one of the doctors on there, I need to pay my bills because he went out there. They had the coronavirus on there, and dad
Mm-hmm.
went out there and he was saying, when he called his dad, the dad was driving a taxi and he was saying, Dad, please go home. You know, this is very serious. Go home. And his dad was like, I need to pay my bill. Who gonna pay my bill? So the
Well,
dad ended up dying. So,
oh my word.
right. So it's either pay your bill or debt. And that's it. You know, that's it. Pay your bills or debt. So, and you got to choose between it, you know.
True.
So, you have any last words? I mean, that's the wrong thing to say.
I don't plan to go home yet. What have mercy, though.
Oh my God. Forgive me.
You are forgiven.
I'm sorry.
One of the things I would want to say is that when you elect persons in office, you just don't sit down and want them alone to do the work.
Right, right.
You have to also try to make it possible for things to be done. And in whatever area you can help to make your community or your area better, you have to do it.
True.
Because, you know, well, let's say the United States is a very big place, and the president has so much on his mind and so much at hand to do. But if you work in your little circle and everybody work in their own circle, it makes it easier
Yes.
for things to work.
Right, right.
But you can't just sit down and depend on the mayor to come and do something when you could have done it yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So We all in
It's
this
like
thing
a clock.
together.
It's like a clock. Each one of those ends does something.
Exactly.
You know, each one of those
Yeah.
ends have to move in order for
Hmm.
the other one to move.
Exactly.
So, you know,
It's like an engine. It got to turn for the car to start.
exactly.
So
Yep.
each and every person have their part to play
True.
in this. So some people sit back and say, "Well, I didn't elect them, so I don't care."
All right.
No, no. You know,
I tell
it
everybody,
takes everybody, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. It takes everybody to bring about a change.
yep.
Everyone.
And this one did take almost everybody. My
Right.
God, almost everybody
Yeah.
that could vote
Yeah.
voted.
Yeah.
And that's the big difference because the amount of people that have voted in the previous elections
Mhm.
was what they were counting on. That's what they were counting on. But see, twice as much people came out to vote.
Mhm.
You know,
And they want.
cough, cough.
Oh my God.
Coronavirus. Grandma wants to cough.
And it's coming out whether you like it or not.
One thing I do like, that we're stepping into it, we have stepped into a new year, the newest administration, and we are going to regain some dignity, some kind of class, strength.
Mhm.
That's important because we have been wishy-washy, um, and that's no good. You can be a leader and show people that you lead, you can lead, and everybody is supposed to follow you when you're wishy-washy.
Mhm.
You know, when you're whimsical, um, you would say, right?
Mhm.
Soft.
Soft. Orange
Right.
blossom.
Right. So I do like that. Here is dignity coming back to the White House. I
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite part. That is my favorite part.
Mhm.
I hated seeing them parading and carrying on, and I remember when Baby and Little Wayne kissed on the mouth, and every time I see them too, that's the same thing. That's what comes in my mind every time I see them too. So I'm just glad that dignity is coming back. As an American citizen, I I crave that about our government. To make sure that there's also is dignity, how the country respect us, because when that respect break down, all hell will break loose.
Yes.
All hell will break loose, and that is what you do not want. And so I'm glad that we're trying to come back, trying to build back that standard. But
Amen.
right.
Amen.
Thank you for joining us. We are happy to have you. For my Facebook people out there, hello. I didn't see none of you commented. Um, I'm not sure if I could get you comment, but my Twitter did. Um, and hello YouTubers, hello Twitters, hello Facebookers. How you doing? Glad that you guys have made it on the other side. If you're watching this stream later, I'm glad that you have made it as well. And Saranara, and I'll see you on our next show, Late Night Conversation. And we love
We love you.
we love you, and we
Thank you,
love
social
we
media
love
people. Thank
talking and
you.
just making fun.
Making fun.
Grandma think I'm busy. Okay, literally take a
Don't worry, we'll get to the cooking and making of juice. And next time you see us, we'll
yeah,
show you how to make natural pine juice at
right.
home.
Hmm.
And you can have a refreshing pine juice, pine that is filled with vitamin C. You can make your own, and
Right,
you can have your pine and just make a drink and the whole family would enjoy.
right, right, right.
So next time, let's hope that all goes well and that we will meet you and we will share in whether a class of cooking or a class of making juice.
Right. Thank
Bye
you,
and thank you
Saranara.
from the heart.
Have a blessed rest of your day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.